Hi guys, welcome back to Debbie Drama. My name is Debbie, and for Vlogmas this year I am doing a book Reviewmas, which is basically where I'm taking books that I've read over the past year and I am just talking about them. The next book is Pieces of Her by Karin. It's a thriller. It's in crime and thriller and detective, 480 pages in adult. I'm just going to read you the blurb and then I'll go into the mind-blowingness that happened to me as I was reading this book. You've known her your whole life. Andrea Oliver knows everything about her mother Laura. She knows she lived in the small town of Belle Isle. She knows she's a pillar of the community. She knows she never kept a secret in her life, that she is hiding something. Then one day, a trip to the mall explodes into a shocking act of violence and Andy suddenly sees a completely different side to Laura. It could destroy you both. Hours later, Laura is in hospital, her face splashed over the newspapers, but the danger has only just begun. Now Andy must go on a desperate race to uncover the secrets of her mother's past. Unless she can, there may be no future for either of them. This book, just the first chapter, blew my mind. I read the first chapter one night once I'd finished the book before, and I had to put it down after the first chapter because I couldn't deal with what I was reading. The first chapter is a very explosive chapter in more ways than one, and it's one hell of a way to get you to carry on reading. But at the same time, I had to put the book down after the first chapter. I was just like, I need to process this. That tells you something when it was just the first chapter, and I felt like I needed to have a break. I ended up rereading the first chapter after I put it down, because I read the first chapter, put it down and didn't look at it for like 2 or 3 days, and then it was just like, I need to read it again. And then after I read it again, I then carried on. But it's a lot to process in that very first chapter. It's very explosive. It really does set the tone for the rest of the book. According to the cover, it's coming to Netflix soon. I'm not sure if that's as a film or a series. Based on how much stuff happens in this book, it would make more sense as a series, I think. As I said, it's 480 pages and a lot happening, just starting with that first chapter. I'm not going to say anything about that first chapter because you need to read it to experience it, so I'm not going to tell you what happens, but the first chapter sets everything up when she realises that she doesn't know her mother at all. She's in the hospital, there's somebody watching them and she's there just trying to figure out what the hell is going on, and it basically takes her around the country. It takes her just on like this massive road trip trying to figure out who her mother is, and you've got other stories intertwined into it, and the twists in it, because there's one point when you're just like, oh, I think I understand what's going on, and then straight away it's just pulled straight out of you, and it's just like, oh wait, no, that's not who I think it is. And so it's very, very cleverly written. It's such a good book. If you like a good thriller, there are deaths in it, but I wouldn't call it a murder mystery. It's definitely more on the thriller detective side of things, and it's essentially about a woman who has gone through her life. She's almost had a bit of a cushy life, and then one thing happens and it just makes her question everything. It makes her question who she is, who her mother is, has her whole life been a lie? And so, I mean, the title Pieces of Her, she's putting the pieces together of her mother and herself, but it's mainly her mother that she's putting the pieces together for. She's got all these different pieces coming from all over the place of trying to identify who her mother actually is, because the event in the first chapter just makes them question everything, and it makes you question everything. Yeah, I'm going to shut up about this book because I could go on and on and on about this book, especially the first chapter, but I'm not telling you anything about that first chapter. You really just need to read it for yourself. But it was shocking. It was shocking. And the fact that it is going to Netflix, whether it's a series or as a film, those first couple of scenes, if they do it the way the book is, it's going to be good. Yeah. Anyway, so that's Pieces of Her by Karin, and I'm going to put the link in the description to the book. Thanks for watching. If you've been liking these videos, please subscribe. I'm sure I'll be doing lots more book reviews in the new year because I'm reading all the time. All the time. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.